for my dream. This is one of my biggest dreams.
Be honest, like I'm sure everybody wants to know. Don't sugarcoat anything.
Is because for me it's very hard that part. And
Hello and welcome back to Living Abroad. My name is Alex, and in today's video we're gonna go ahead and meet Valeria. Now she's a Colombian girl who's here in Jaipur with me at my hostel. So I thought what a great chance to sit down with her, ask her about her experiences, her travels, and whether India is safe. So let's go ahead and meet her. But before I do that, guys, do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, help me grow this channel and continue making videos like this. And I'm actually on top of the roof here at the hostel. It's very beautiful. Let's go ahead and meet her and ask her about her travels here in India. Let's go. Hi, tell us your name.
Valeria.
Valeria. Where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
Colombia. Please tell us a little bit more about yourself. Introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Valeria. I've been traveling for a year around a lot of places in the world. Now I'm here in India. I took a year off of my job in Colombia, and I'm happy to be here.
Okay, so you took a year off your job. That's a long time, right?
Yes.
For regular people. And what is your job back in Colombia? What do you do?
I work on marketing. I work with a Malaysia company. We create the market for them in Latin America and US. So, but I've been working like for the last 9 years with them, really focused, and I just took a break.
Very nice. And how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
29. I'm 20 years old.
Okay, all right. And are you married, single? What you got going on?
Single, like 1 year. one year traveling, like
boyfriend would
it's
like
hard.
that, right?
It's hard to have a relationship, like, and I'm a solo traveler, so
okay. You know, hard. I didn't think of that. You're right. I guess to be in a relationship and be away for a year must be very difficult. And you just mentioned you're a solo traveler. How long? So how long have you been traveling since you left Colombia so far? How long has it been?
Exactly 1 year.
Okay.
I left Colombia in October of the last year.
Have you faced like any difficulties, drama, challenge? I'm sure you must have, but tell me about your experience so far. Has it been all positive, negative? Tell us about that.
Oh, absolutely positive.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely
Nobody
positive.
try to kidnap you or?
No, not at all. And I never feel, I never feel so upset, like in danger anytime. Like I've been traveling to so many places, and I feel really safe in all the countries that I've been, and just of course trying to be careful and not to walk alone in really dark places or very late at night. And but of course being careful, but I think it's pretty safe. For me, I've been pretty safe.
Okay, that's great. I'm glad to hear that. And what about like your country? Which is your favorite? First of all, tell us which countries have you visited in the past year?
Oh.
Must be so many, right?
Yeah, I mean, I started in US, then I was traveling around Europe, around 3 months in Europe, then Turkey, and then South of Asia, like Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, Indonesia. I went to Dubai too. And
I'm sure everybody wants to know, what is your favorite country? I know it's the hardest question for anyone that travels, right? So tell me about yours.
It's a really hard question. Like there is a lot of amazing places. There is places that for me was okay, just visit once, and there is another ones that I really for sure I want to come back and I would like to stay more. Like for example, Indonesia. I would like to stay in Bali for a while. Also Lisbon, Portugal. Also Paris in France. Miami for sure. I would like to come back to Miami.
I've always wanted to visit Miami. You know, I know it's got a huge Latin vibe, and I always just see the beaches and the parties, and you know, it just looks like a place I would love to spend a couple days. Okay, and where is your next destination after India? What do you have plans?
Okay, after India, I'm going to Australia. Like in a week, I'm gonna be in Australia. It's gonna be like a new chapter for me. Okay. Because I'm gonna leave like behind this culture, and I'm gonna be in a really, I think it's gonna be a really different place. Yeah. So for me, it's like a new chapter.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about India since we're here now, right? Yes. So tell me about your experiences so far. What are some of your likes and dislikes about India? Be honest, like I'm sure everybody wants to know. Don't sugarcoat anything. What do you like the most so far?
Okay, like the most, the food is very good and the people is very nice.
Okay.
The people is very kind here, like, and they're very curious. Like the people that I've been met is very curious, so they always want to ask you questions about your life, about your trip, about everything, and they are like really like trying to learn something. So it's nice.
What about like the dislikes about India? What do you dislike the most?
The pollution.
Okay.
That's the thing that I really I don't like. Is hard. Like I came here trying to be open mind and don't judge and just enjoy this place and just living the life here like everybody lives. But of course that I think is a really big issue here, and yeah, it's hard for me.
I understand.
Really hard.
Now, we're right now at a hostel, right? We spoke earlier with Ebba as well, the girl from Sweden, and she told us about staying in hostels. When you travel, do you often stay at hostels, apartments, Airbnbs, hotels? Tell me a little bit about where do you stay when you travel? How do you stay?
Hostels,
Okay.
most of the time. Just a few times, just rent a private room. Most of the time in hostels, the private room. But it's just in a few cases that I just want to have a rest and have time with myself. Like people think that solo travel is like to be alone, but really you never are alone. So and it's nice because you meet a lot of people. I met so many friends, people that now is part of my life, and it's amazing. I love hostels. It's the best place. In the first minute that you arrive, you can have thousands of friends. Like it's amazing.
Very interesting. Do you ever try, like, because you're single and you go to different places, do you ever try to like maybe get into even like a temporary or dating relationship, anything like that with the locals, just to get like a different feel or anything, or you just focus on travel? Tell me a bit about that.
No, focus on travel. Of course, there is thoughts that sometimes like, oh, I would like to be dating with someone, or I would like to be in this place with someone to share this kind of moments. There is a really romantic places around this place, and in like in South of Asia. But yeah, of course, yeah, sometimes you thought about it, but it's something that for me is not my priority, because I really took this year for me, for my trip, for my dream. This is one of my biggest dreams, and do this alone, do it by myself, like discover a lot of things of me. So I think yeah, of course you thought about it, but I just try to be focused on the things that I want to.
Yeah, you want to do yourself right
Yes.
now. Okay, got it. And what about like, what if there was like a handsome Indian man right now? So you know what, you're gorgeous. I want you to stay here in Jaipur, India. Would you stay just for a relationship, someone you just met, let's say?
If I stay in India.
Yeah, let's say you guys connect on this level that you never had, and like, would you ever consider living in India long term?
No.
Why is
No,
that?
I think it's because the pollution for me is very hard.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay.
It's really hard. It's something that is nothing about the people. Is because for me it's very hard that part, and yeah, the food is amazing. The people is very kind. There is a beautiful places here, the beautiful spots. But yeah,
so let me switch that up a little bit. What if he was Indian but he lived in Bali? My point is, like, would you ever live abroad, away from Colombia, away from your family, maybe your job? If you could do your job online, would you ever consider living abroad for like a longer period of time? Like
yeah,
years?
for sure. I didn't have any problem. If I met someone on the way, local or someone from another place, and I have this really strong connection, I don't mind to stay in a place. But of course, depends of which place. But yeah, it's something that I consider.
Fascinating. What do you miss the most about back home Colombia? Aside from your friends and your family, what do you miss the most?
The food.
The food, yeah.
Yeah, I miss the food a lot, and my dogs.
The dogs. Oh, you have
My
dogs. How many dogs do you have?
I have 3. Like mine is 1, but in the family there is 3.
Yeah.
And I miss them a lot.
For sure. I think that's the one thing I missed back home too, was my dog when I left, like a while ago now. But yeah, so I guess you just kind of get over it in time, where it just becomes less and less. For me, at least, you know, something that just you slightly gets easier as you go on. And lastly, tell me, what is one advice you want to give someone that tries to come or wants to come to India for the first time, whether female or male, regardless? What advice do you have for them?
I think just be open mind, just because it's very different, the culture, the way they live, the way they think, everything is different. So I think it's just be open mind, don't judge, is just try to enjoy the way it is, and find the beauty in the chaos, because there is a lot of chaos. Is try to find the beauty on that.
Yeah.
Also there is beauty in chaos. I love see like in just one street everything can happen, so it's fascinating also.
Okay.
That like just to enjoy that part, like oh wow, everything can happen in just one street.
Yeah.
Like everything can happen, so
I
it's
saw a
just
camel
the
the other day on the street, which I wasn't
Yes.
expecting. I'm like, okay, that's happening. And oh, one final thing, I want to just ask you, just if you had to say yes or no, well, maybe that'll be difficult, but do you think India is safe?
Yes.
From your experience, at least, because it's a big country.
Yeah,
of
it's a
course.
big country, and
Okay.
my experience is safe. I never felt any danger,
Okay.
any bad feeling. Like I've been walking very like easily on
Yeah.
the street. Like yeah, you have a lot of you realize that a lot of people is watching you.
Yeah.
But nothing like really in a bad way. Like
Yes.
just curious. Like
More
people
like
watching. It's
curiosity,
more like
where's she
about
from, you
yes.
know? Okay. Got it. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Oh,
All right,
thank you. Thank you. Namaste.
Okay. Bye. See you
Bye.
guys. Namaste. I still don't know how to say hello and goodbye, but I'll learn, guys. Namaste. Bye. And that was it, guys. So leave your comments down below. I'd love to know your thoughts. Let me know what surprised you about her answers, anything you want to share. And if you're Indian, I'd love to know if you agree, disagree, anything at all. If you take the time to write it, I take the time to respond. And do me a big favor, you're sitting there anyways, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, help me grow this channel and continue making videos like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.